Is Tara Palmeri, independent investigative journalist, author of The Red Letter on Substack. I subscribe. You should as well. Tara, great to have you. I think about this in two ways. One is, what if the Republican wins? The flip side is, right, then all of a sudden Elon Musk becomes the most powerful political surrogate in history. But number two, if the Democrats win, this is sort of proof that we've always known, which is Donald Trump is great as a campaigner for himself. He won Wisconsin. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a red state now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's hard to really share that secret sauce that Trump has. It works really well in base elections. And I would argue that special elections and judicial elections where, you know, $40 to $50 million are spent on each candidate, they would be considered like base elections because it's really about getting the activists out, people who actually vote in these special elections. They're highly political, highly motivated people, but it's also just like a reflection of how, you know, the party is feeling. Now, even just in the races in Florida, you know, the Democrats, they lost by, 12, 15 points, but just a few months ago, they lost these seats by like 30 points, you know what I mean? And so for a party that's at 27% approval rating, that's not bad. You know, that shows certainly some movement and some enthusiasm behind the Democratic Party right now. Listen, they still lost by 15 points, or right now, I know we're not 100% in terms of the results, but that shows some base support among Democrats in a really red district where Mike Waltz won the seat by 37 points.
Trump won that district by 30. There may be a different way, and look, we all love to write narratives and, all of a sudden then extrapolate out. I'm always loath to do so because you can find a narrative to prove anything. But the flip side, angry voters show up, right? And you've got a lot of very, very, shall we say, angry Democrats and some very happy Republicans who maybe not show up. You think about Florida, you're going to have a lot of the snowbirds who have Florida residency from up north who may be liberal, who are down right now. I just sort of always caution political observers on both sides, or I should say partisans on both sides, who want to make this narrative fit. It's kind of like if the Democrat wins, and you look at right now what's happening in Wisconsin, yes, the Republicans up, but we're waiting for Milwaukee numbers where they ran out of ballots. Democrat wins Wisconsin. It's a sort of a blue-ish state that Donald Trump won, and two Republicans won in Florida. Does it tell us anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair question. Like we said, or like we've been saying, these are really base elections. The people who come out are highly politically motivated. The people that decide real elections, like general elections and sometimes midterms, are the more apolitical voters that don't come out and vote in these type of specials or in primaries. So those are the ones who will really give us a temperature check. The one thing, though, I will say is that, like, I look at how much money was spent on this race. You know, as you said, this is a historic amount of money, nearly $100 million on a judicial race. And it's just like, this is the influence of having Elon Musk. Right. It's not to say that Democrats haven't always been spending money, but like if he's going to pour $20 million into a race, the Democrats have to match that. And so if he decides that $20 million, which is like chump change to him, frankly, if he feels that every single race matters,
that's wild.
This is what we're going to see all the time.
Yeah, well, the flip side, right, though, and I'll give you the last 15 seconds, is down in Florida, Mike Waltz's district. The Republican who won was outraised 9 to 1, $9 million to $1 million. So Democrats literally flushed $9 million down the drain in a Republican plus 37, a Trump plus 37 district. You could argue that's just desperation on the other side.
Sure, you could definitely say that. I don't think that Elon Musk raised any money, and the candidate, Randy Fine, he won, didn't do much campaigning, assumed that he would just be walking right into the seat. And yeah, I think the Democratic base is certainly very energized. Yes, the Republican won, but they are in the mood for a fight, and they're probably willing to give money, small donations.
Yeah, it's their way of fighting back. Tara,
exactly.
Awesome to have you as always. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.